Hey, it's Louisa again. I just wanted to make another video that's kind of an add-on to the first video of my declaration of self-acceptance. So yeah, I had mentioned in the previous video that I had started doing yoga. And that really helped. Just helped because I know a lot of the time being autistic, like I had, and I still have, probably not as much, or probably not as severe as anymore, is expressing my emotions. And I feel like yoga helped me to kind of basically ground myself and then stabilize my emotions, and then I was able to express them more fully, which really helps when you're depressed and you're contemplating all sorts of different gloomy things. So yeah, I started my practice when I was 18. Just kind of did it. I probably started doing it maybe like an hour, like 3 times a week. And then went over to a friend's house who was a yoga instructor. I would go over there with my mom, and like I would just feel so much happiness when I would do that. Felt really good. If any of you haven't done yoga, I would suggest trying it because it feels damn good when you're done doing it. So another thing that another thing that affects me is being able to express myself and do it in, I don't want to say proper or normal, but in a way that is constructive. There we go. That's a good word. Constructive, because I am so used to just bottling everything up, like internalizing it, and then some external circumstance will happen and it'll be like, blah! Just explode my emotions everywhere. So I was kind of like a volcano there in my younger days when I was like late teens, early 20s. It's very, very quiet until something, agitated me or irritated me or made me mad, and I would snap, and I'd be like a dragon. I'd be like, blah, breathing fire. So yeah, it's being autistic. And I can actually say that without feeling any sort of guilt or shame or any sort of negative emotion. I don't really associate it with negative emotion anymore, because to me all it is just, it's a different way of thinking, and it's a different way of being. It's a different sort of personality with all of its quirks and idiosyncrasies. And I am very, very humbled and very grateful that I'm able to sit here and make a video and not be ashamed and not feel afraid, because I don't feel afraid. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not really afraid of saying what I need to say, even though sometimes it doesn't always come when it wants to, or when I want it to. But yeah, this is just a declaration of self-acceptance. And I really do accept myself. Like, everything. It's not been easy. I've been kicked down. Well, not literally, but I mean, in a figurative, and my webcam stopped, or it's getting shaky, I apologize. This is kind of a crappy webcam. I might have to get an update soon for my technological equipment. But yeah, I've been kicked down in a figurative sense. I've been holding on to a lot, and actually just recently I've had all this anger like literally be expelled, basically burst open and expelled from my body. So what happened was not last month, but October, the beginning of October, one morning I woke up and I did not feel good. My stomach was blah, which never ever happens, ever. Like, I've only puked maybe like 3 other times in my life. So I was kind of concerned. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So basically what happened is I vomited. I woke up with some really horrible, excruciating back pain. So I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on? So I call my mom, and my mom's like, well, I'm like, I don't feel good. My back really hurts. Something is up. And so, kind of make a long story short, I went to the doctor, and then the doctor said, oh, well, you should go to the ER. So I went to the ER, and one CT scan later, I found out that a cyst on my ovary had grown and basically burst and was leaking into my body, and that's why I was having that back pain and all sorts of pain. And the doctor said that's why I puked, because I was puking from being in so much pain. And I was in a lot of pain. Like, I was like bent over. I'm like, ugh, walking like, somebody with osteoporosis. Like, that doesn't happen to me. So, but basically what I have been reading about anger and the way that the body deals with it is, especially with, that part of the body, it's just all this anger that had been built up, and actually built up towards my mother, since the reproductive system is, the feminine system. And so it was basically all this anger I had towards my mother. But also I think it was just all this anger I had towards myself. I had a lot of self-anger, just angry because I think I felt like I had to be at a certain point in my life, and I wasn't there. I felt like I wasn't there. Like, I felt like I wasn't succeeding, so I was angry at myself for that. Angry that, I think deep down angry that I have autism and I can't be normal. I can't help the way that I am, even though now I embrace it. I accept and embrace it. And also, just being able to surrender to the anger and just let it go through you. Well, let it go through me, actually. I don't know why I'm saying you. I just had to surrender and let it go through my body. And actually, when that did happen, that incident happened, basically that was my awakening to me. Like, the ultimate awakening is having that really painful experience, going through that and being okay afterwards. And now, I've just shed all these different layers of myself, and I feel like I've come to a more balanced place, and just a beautiful place where I'm able to be who I am, and life has responded in that way. I've been doing some pretty awesome things, and I've met some awesome people, and yeah, life is beautiful. So that's really all I wanted to say, and this video is almost done, so I'm gonna go, and I love you guys. Bye.